As he made his way home, the end came swiftly. A car accident, nothing extraordinary but deadly nonetheless. The impact was instantaneous, sparing him any pain. Medics did what they could, but his body was too far gone, shattered beyond repair. It was then, in the quiet void, that he met the enigmatic figure. "What happened? Where am I?" he asked, disoriented. "You died," the figure replied, straightforward and unflinching. "There was a truck, and it was skidding." "Yes," he acknowledged, slowly absorbing the truth. "I died." The figure nodded. "Don't feel bad about it. Everyone dies." He looked around, noticing the vast emptiness that surrounded them. It was just the two of them, suspended in the void. "What is this place? Is this the afterlife?" he queried, still trying to grasp his new reality. "More or less," the figure said with a slight shrug. "Are you God?" he asked, a mix of fear and curiosity in his voice. "Yes, I'm God," the figure confirmed. "My kids, my wife. What about them? Will they be all right?" His concern was immediate and heartfelt. The figure smiled, a gesture filled with gentle admiration. "That's what I like to see. You've just died, and your first thought is for your family. That's commendable. They'll be fine. Your kids will remember you as perfect in every way. They didn't have time to grow contemptuous of you. Your wife will mourn on the outside, but feel a hidden relief. Your marriage was crumbling, and her relief will come with a burden of guilt." He absorbed this with a heavy heart. "So what happens now? Do I go to heaven or hell or something?" "Neither," the figure replied. "You'll be reincarnated." "Ah, so the Hindus were right," he mused. "All religions are right in their own way," the figure explained. "Walk with me." They began to stroll through the void, an act that felt natural despite the surreal setting. "Where are we going?" he asked. "Nowhere in particular. It's just nice to walk while we talk," the figure replied. "So, what's the point then? When I get reborn, I'll just be a blank slate, right? A baby. All my experiences, everything I did in this life, won't matter." "Not so," the figure corrected. "You have within you all the knowledge and experiences of all your past lives. You just don't remember them right now." They stopped walking, and the figure placed a reassuring hand on his shoulders. "Your soul is more magnificent, beautiful, and gigantic than you can possibly imagine. A human mind can only contain a tiny fraction of what you are. It's like dipping your finger in a glass of water to see if it's hot or cold. You put a tiny part of yourself into the vessel, and when you bring it back out, you've gained all the experiences it had. You've been in a human for the last 48 years, so you haven't stretched out yet and felt the rest of your immense consciousness. If we hung out here for long enough, you'd start remembering everything. But there's no point in doing that between each life." "How many times have I been reincarnated then?" he asked, the enormity of it all starting to weigh on him. "Oh, lots. Lots and lots, and into lots of different lives. This time around, you'll be a Chinese peasant girl in 540 AD. "Wait, what? You're sending me back in time?" he asked, astonished. "Well, I guess technically. Time as you know it only exists in your universe. Things are different where I come from." "Where? Where do you come from?" he inquired, his curiosity piqued. "Oh, sure. I come from somewhere else, and there are others like me. I know you'll want to know what it's like there, but honestly, you wouldn't understand." "Oh," he said, feeling a little let down. "But wait, if I get reincarnated to other places in time, I could have interacted with myself at some point." "Sure, happens all the time, and with both lives only aware of their own lifespan, you don't even know it's happening." "So what's the point of it all?" he asked, the existential weight pressing on him. The figure looked him in the eye, a deep, understanding gaze. "The meaning of life, the reason I made this whole universe, is for you to mature." "You mean mankind? You want mankind to mature?" he guessed. "No, just you. I made this whole universe for you. With each new life, you grow and mature and become a larger and greater intellect." "Just me? What about everyone else?" he asked, baffled by the scope of it. "There is no one else," the figure said gently. "In this universe, there's just you and me." He stared blankly at the figure. "But all the people on Earth? All you, different incarnations of you." "Wait, I'm everyone? Now you're getting it," the figure affirmed. "I'm every human being who ever lived, or who will ever live. Yes. I'm Abraham Lincoln, and you're John Wilkes Booth too," the figure said calmly. "I'm Hitler," he said appalled, "and you're the millions he killed. I'm Jesus, and you're everyone who followed him." He fell silent, his mind reeling with the implications. Every time you victimize someone, you were victimizing yourself. Every act of kindness you've done to yourself. Every happy and sad moment ever experienced by any human was or will be experienced by you, the figure explained. He thought for a long time. Why? Why do all this? Because someday you will become like me. Because that's what you are. You're one of my kind. You're my child. Wow, he said, incredulous. You mean I'm a god? No, not yet. You're a fetus. You're still growing. Once you've lived every human life throughout all time, you will have grown enough to be born. So the whole universe, it's just, he began. An egg, the figure finished. Now it's time for you to move on to your next life. And with that, he felt himself being gently propelled forward into the vast continuum of existence, ready to begin anew. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Andy Weir's The Egg. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your reflections in the comments below. Until next time, keep pondering the mysteries of existence. Stay curious, stay kind, and remember, we are all one.